One of the things problematic on a Buick Century, windows rolling up and down, you get the window in op. One of the things that goes on is these cables here, they get in a bind. They slip out of this box. It actually hooks to the motor. And when they get in a bind, it puts the motor in a bind, won't raise the window up and down. One of the things that happens on these cars a lot. In the car, you got this bracket that holds the headrest. Here's your motor. This is actually this piece here. This attaches to the back of the motor, has the teeth. When it turns, it moves these cables, which in turn raises the window up and down. It's called the window regulator. It's held in. It's got a couple of bolts here, a couple of bolts here. And like I said, this fastens to the motor itself. You have to remove the door panel. Then you have this protective sleeve. You always have to make sure you put this back on. It keeps water out of the door. Keeps water off the door panel, keep mildew from the inside the car. So we're gonna get a few tools together and get this baby in, see if we can get a window working. All right, right now we have the bracket loose here. Got a window regulator loose in here. I've undone the window from it. I raised the window up. I've taped the window, keep it from sliding down on me. That gets everything out of my way. Now I just take the parts off and change the motor and swap a new part. It'll be good. Got my window regulator laid out here. This is the cables. That's some of the problems I was talking about, how they get in a bind right here. You know, it slipped out of here. That cable gets in a bind, it won't let the window go up and down. This track moves up and down, the window bolts here. What I have to do now is I have my electrical connection. I undo that, and then I take my motor and I switch it over to my new part. This is my new part. Laying here. This is what hooks to the motor, like I said before. Bolts in that hole there. Here. So a few more minutes, we'll have a repair done. All right. See what happens, how the cable got caught up in the motor. That's what goes wrong with them. That's why I got in a bind. The cable here, and you can tell it's kinked up right there. But what it did, it got caught up in the gear of the motor. One of the things we want to check before we put everything back together, once you put your window and regulator back together, is want to make sure everything rolls up and down easy before you put your door panel back on. You don't want to get everything back together and then find out, you have to take it back apart to go back in and adjust the windows. But after our final adjustments, we're going to check the window up and down. Everything works good on that, put your door panel back on, you're good to go. All right.